Hi, thanks so much for joining me for this $500 and more luxury gift guide. Now, if you're shopping for someone in this category or even for yourself, this is pretty much for someone who already has everything they need. We are talking about true luxury at this point, no compromises. And we're gonna start with one of my favorite categories, which is jewelry. Now, I have been wearing all of my jewelry all of the time, and I actually got that idea from my mom. In the 80s, she would wear all of the jewelry that she had all of the time, and at that time, it was not my style. I didn't appreciate it, but now I do. She truly wore the items she loved all the time, and that is what I do. I've got stacked rings here. I've got stacked bracelets. I've got several necklaces on at a time. I actually don't have very many pieces of fine jewelry, but what I do have, I wear all the time. They are daily wear pieces for me. And over here, I've been working on this stack. So actually most of the jewelry I'm wearing has either been handed down to me from my mother, so they are heirloom pieces. And that's what I love about fine jewelry. They are heirloom pieces that can span the generations. And the other pieces are gifts from my husband. So these were gifts from my husband because he knows how much I love gold and diamonds specifically. I've been working on this Cartier stack and I love things in threes. And I'd love to fill this out with a third piece. And what I'm considering is the Cartier Panthère watch. And it's so beautiful because it's very simple. It's very classic, timeless. There's nothing too flashy about it. It will be really harmonious with these gold pieces as well. And I've got my eye on that one, but I have a feeling it'll be on this list for many years to come. And as I said, I don't really need anything, but that would be a really lovely piece to add. And I think that fits under the fantasy gift list item or fantasy wish list item. Now, I also have accessible fine jewelry options for you. And I was so thrilled when Ideal reached out to me. They're a fine jewelry company and they are kindly sponsoring this part of the video. They asked me if I wanted to try some of their pieces, so they have sent them over. So Ideal thought about luxury from beginning to end, starting with the box. So I'm going to show you the unboxing because it's really beautiful. So you can see it arrived in this lovely box, and this is an accessible price for real diamonds. They are sustainably lab-grown diamonds and solid gold. They're handmade and high quality materials that you can wear year after year. And that's what I love. I love wearing my jewelry every day, year after year after year. So as you can see, there are modular earrings, meaning that they are interchangeable pieces. So starting off with this stud that I have on now. So you can wear these alone, just like this. And what's great is you can change up the look with this base, and they send you a card that you can try this on with other modular pieces just to kind of get a feel for how it looks. But I'm gonna go ahead and add these on. These are the Leahs, and they thought about the fact that everyone's ear is a little bit differently shaped, so you can adjust accordingly. So I start with a stud and just attach the Leah. And what's great is this is an accessible price point for something really unique and fine jewelry, which can be a little bit tricky to find. I love this combination. So I consider this design and the materials timeless, classic, and heirloom quality, also something that I would wear every day. So that's what I love the most about this. Some fine jewelry I think is a little too fancy to wear every day, but this is a very wearable fine jewelry. So I'm gonna add the other one on the other ear. So you can see what it looks like with both on now. You'll probably be seeing these quite a bit as I wear my fine jewelry over and over again because I only have, gosh, a couple of pairs of earrings that I really wear on a regular, and these are gonna be part of that rotation now. One of the things I love most about fine jewelry is that should I take a shower on accident with these on, they're going to be just fine. And what's great about this is you can interchange, as I said. So there was another piece that arrived, this Lucia here, and I wanted to show you what that looks like on as well. So it's as easy as just removing the back piece here and then replacing it with the other modular piece. So you have a lot of variety here, which I really appreciate. So we've got the Lucia here. I love this contemporary take on fine jewelry. I think it makes it very, very wearable. So I'm gonna go ahead and change these out one more time. Back to the Leahs. So you can see how with this modular system, you can start with the base and change up the look. And you can also start someone off on these and they can go back and purchase other items and change up the look if they like. They have necklaces, bracelets, and other accessories as well. So make sure to head over to their site because there's so much to look at, and they were kind enough to send over a discount code for you as well. So Everyday Edit 10 gets you 10% off. I'll leave the discount code here as well as show you what that link looks like because I will put that in the description box below so you know what to look for, as well as the links to these specific items that I showed you today. So again, Everyday Edit 10 gets you 10% off. And thank you so much to Ideal for sponsoring this part of the video. Moving on to another item. This is beauty related. I tried not to include too many gadgets or electronic items, but I had to include this because it's something that I continue to appreciate and is something I wish I had purchased earlier because I get results that I have not seen before, and this has to do with my hair. And the only reason I wear it long now is because I have the Dyson Airwrap to help style it. So previous to that, at a certain point I would cut my hair off because it would just be too flat. It wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't hold style. It was difficult to work with, and mostly it was up in a bun or in a ponytail. So that's when I knew it was time to cut my hair, because if I was wearing it like that all the time, I might as well just have my hair cut. But since I got that, I've been growing up my hair. I love the style it provides because there's a lot of movement. My hair can tend to be more wiry, and each strand is quite coarse, but there aren't many strands. So it can look quite thin even though I have thick individual pieces of hair. It can look a bit lifeless as well if I just leave it straight, because it does fall really close to my scalp. With the Dyson, I'm able to give it a little bit of body. I love the soft curls I can get with it. I love that it doesn't damage my hair, and that's another reason I'm able to grow my hair longer, because I'm not having to cut it if I don't need to. But now I can wear my hair long, I can wear it down, it will hold this curl. I think it's just a perfect styling tool for me, and one that I wish I had gotten earlier. It's one of those game changers that I wanted to mention. I have been talking about it a lot because when I do see these things go on promotion, I want to make sure to share that with you. But it is one of the items that I purchased myself on full price. There is a bit of a learning curve with the Dyson Airwrap, so just know that. But if you do get it, just watch tutorials on hair like yours. So that's key, is to find someone who has a hair type like yours, how they use the Airwrap, because there are different techniques that you can do to either get lift at the crown or get some loose barrel waves like this. But I did want to make sure to mention that. Moving on to an entire brand that I'm going to recommend as a gift guide item. That brand truly embraces luxury with no compromise, because every piece that I've tried from them, that I've purchased, gosh, 3 pairs of shoes from them, silk blouse, this sweater here. I also have a bag, and that brand is Laur Piana. And I know they gained a lot of popularity this year because of the whole quiet luxury trend. But to me, it's not a trend. To me, it is exactly how I've been trying to select my clothes for years. I wanted to pick items that are things that will live in my wardrobe forever, things that are of the highest quality possible, because I don't want to purchase smaller items working my way up. I just want to purchase that one item. Otherwise, I end up discarding them anyway, so I might as well get the highest quality possible, and that is the one item that I will keep forever. You see me wear the same items, just like my jewelry. I wear the same clothing, shoe, and bag items over and over, and I try to restyle them to just give them a more modern twist or take them into the next season. But my staple pieces are high quality. I take good care of them, and my goal is to just have a very streamlined closet. Laur Piana pieces have been some of my best investments. And like I said, this is from Laur Piana. It's from seasons ago, which is another thing that I love about them. Items that are lovely fabrics, amazing craftsmanship, and timeless silhouettes. Those are things that will last pretty much forever. So Laur Piana falls into that category. So like I said, I have this, and actually I have a bag. Let me show you. It's this bag right here that I've shown several times. This is their inside out bag, and one of the things I love most about this bag is that the inside is almost nicer than the outside of the bag. And I brought this to the event that I went to with other content creators, other luxury content creators, and they asked me about this bag because they were admiring it as well. And when I showed them the inside, they were just really impressed. So you can see it's lined with leather, the softest leather. This is one of the most soft leathers I've ever felt, but that's the inside of the bag that nobody sees. The only person who sees this is the person who is using the bag. Just show you, you can see the stitching here. The way it's finished is as if it would be on the outside of the bag. And if you are looking for those no compromise details, then I would look at Laur Piana. Laur Piana definitely stands the test of time because I've purchased from previous season, and there's really no way to tell unless you are a collector of their items. There's no way to tell that it is from a previous season. That's how timeless they are. And I've been to their outlets before. They do have outlets, which I think is great. And if you go there, you'll see that they have items from 2 or 3 seasons past, or 2 or 3 years ago. and they do not lower the price on them. That is how much they hold their value, and that just shows you how timeless those items are. So I'll list my favorites in the description box below if you'd like to check them out. But one of the items on my radar are the summer charms with the gold, because typically it's silver, but I found some that are gold, and those are a definite wish list slash gift guide item for me. Speaking of best purchases of the year, I have to mention my Seline glasses. I have featured these in several videos before, but I feel like now's a great time if you wanted one pair of sunglasses, because these are the one pair of sunglasses I purchased this year. I didn't purchase any others, but it's also one of the best sunglass purchases I have made ever. I love the dark lenses. I love that the logo here is the same color as the glasses because it's very discreet. You have to come up really close to be able to see that these are Seline or catch the light just right like that. The shape of these are amazing. So they're almost a Wayfarer shape, like an oversized Wayfarer, and they are really flattering. So if you look at the lines here, there's this line that goes up and that lifts the entire look. And I'm going to show you in a minute here, but they're really flattering. And what I love too is that this, even though this looks like they're going to be heavy, they're not heavy glasses. I have other glasses that I'll wear for about 20-30 minutes and I have deep indentations here on my nose. These don't do that. There's slight indentation after a few hours of wear, but I can wear these for a good 20-30 minutes and it won't leave an indentation. So that is one of the other reasons I really love these, but I'll put them on for you. You can see here, you get that nice uplifted, because they did a nice job of placing this angle right at the cheekbones. So it follows the jawline, it follows the cheekbones, and it just lifts everything up. I think they're so classic. They are timeless, and I have recommended these over and over again because they are the best sunglasses I have ever purchased. So I cannot say enough. I wanted to mention the Burberry trench coat that I picked up. If you were wanting to add that to your own gift guide or your own wish list, that was one of the best purchases as well that I made this year because it just pulls everything together. I recently traveled with that, and on the plane I had quite an unstructured, very loose fitting, very comfortable dress, but when I put that on, it really pulled everything together. So I love that you can wear this with a really comfortable casual clothing and then put that on and tie it all together. And that lends some style to an otherwise really basic outfit. I love basic outfits, by the way. Like this to me is very basic in a good way, but I feel like that really ties it together and elevates it. So I've got the long Chelsea. Really is great for me because I'm taller, but if you're more petite like my mom, who's about 5'2", she tried it on, it was too much fabric for her. So the standard length on the Chelsea is going to be better for her. It's also one of the most slim fitting cuts that Burberry offers. So just know there's not that much room to put a sweater on. So something light like this light sweater would be great, a t-shirt, something that is a thinner fabric, but I wouldn't put a big bulky sweater under that. It might not work. I know it wouldn't work for me. So this is about as thick as I would go with a sweater, and I like that because I prefer wearing layers. So I like to go with thinner layers, and that Burberry jacket is perfect. That is one of those items that I wished I had purchased earlier, kind of like the Dyson, because I had been looking at that one for years and finally picked it up. And when I did, I wondered why I didn't pick it up earlier. Next up is a truly luxurious item, and this is because it's so soft on the skin. And you can definitely purchase versions of this for a fraction of the cost, but not the same material or the same cut. So this is a tracksuit. It is by Olivia Von Hill, and it is made of cashmere and silk. And I prefer this one to other 100% cashmere tracksuits I've seen because this one can be worn year-round depending on your climate. But I love the fabric. I love that it has a bit of a sheen to it because of the silk. And one of the best parts of this tracksuit is that you can wash it. So I looked on their site to see how to best clean it. And you can wash this by hand. You just have to be really delicate. Like I said, follow the directions because I have already washed this twice myself and followed the directions and everything turned out just fine. This is one of the most comfortable outfits I have. So if you're looking for extreme comfort, no compromise, something really cozy, but also something that you can hand wash, really important to me, then this is a really lovely pick. I wanted to mention this jewelry piece right here, and this is from Chanel. And I list it all the time in my description box because I have questions about my jewelry. So I'm glad I can share this information with you regarding the earrings. But this one is by Chanel. It's the Coco Crush Ring, and they have different sizes, but I wanted something that was stackable. It's a perfect stackable size. So this is one of my favorite stacking pieces because, as you know, I love Chanel cosmetics. I love Chanel bags and clothing. So this is a little bit of Chanel that I wear every day. It has that signature quilted design on it, but it's also very discreet, so it doesn't have any logoing on it. And you have to know about the quilted pattern on the Chanel products to know what this is. And I wear this one every day as well. And it wouldn't be a gift guide or wish list without mentioning handbags, because I love handbags and I have my eye on a few. One of them is the Peekaboo by Fendi. I think that's a great everyday bag. I love the top handle concept because that is what I have my eye on. I have my eye on a top handle bag. As I said, I love the Kelly, but I don't know if I will ever end up with that. But the Peekaboo is a really lovely shape. I like the variations on it. So you can go a little bit more tailored or you can go a little more casual, but I think it's quite versatile, kind of like the Kelly. You can dress it up or you can dress it down. And I feel like the Peekaboo keeps going up in price, so if there's a time to purchase it, now is the time. So I definitely have my eye on that, and anytime I travel, if I can find a better price or some kind of savings on it, either overseas or Hawaii has different pricing as well, then I will look there. Another one is still the Laur Piana Bale bag. Now Laur Piana is coming out with some lovely new bags for the new season. I've seen them post on Instagram. They're actually just released another one recently, but I have my eye on their new bags, but I still love the Bale bag. Even though I have my Picotone there, I still love the Bale bag. What I love is the balance between casual and tailored, and I think that is the epitome of my style. It's quite casual, but I still like those little details that pull it together. And I love the understated nature of that bag as well. I'm still considering the smaller and the larger version, although I do wish they had a medium version. I think that would be perfect. But that one is still on my radar, and I think a lovely gift for anybody. And then Celine also has the loveliest top handle bag. They've got different sizes, different colors, and this one is very lovely. It isn't as versatile as something like the Peekaboo, and I think the Laur Piana is definitely more casual. Peekaboo has more versatility, but the Celine bag, I love that the logo is very discreet on this one. It's very small. Love the gold hardware on it as well. And I have been eyeing this bag for a while, so it's just trying to decide between the Peekaboo and the Celine, which one I'd like to get. I don't think of this one as a casual bag. It definitely seems more serious, more tailored, more structured, very put together. But I also think that a bag like that is lovely to have in your collection. 3 things that are on my wish list, 3 things that I think are really classic gift guide items. And just like jewelry, I think of bags as heirloom pieces, so I take care of them with that intent that I will have them forever and then at some point be able to pass them along. But I would love to know what your wish list items are, or your gift guide items, including fantasy gift guide items, because I think those are so interesting. I can also think of some other things like trips that would be great for that, but let me know what those things are. And remember, you've got 10% off over at Ideal, so make sure to head over there, check out their designs. I'm really excited about these. Like I said, you're gonna see these quite a bit because they're going to be daily earrings for me. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.